Hey everyone, I'm Michael Majors.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. Hey everyone, here today with our Versus series of Black-White Control versus Naya Planeswalkers. You probably already checked out Ross's deck tech with his Naya Planeswalkers deck. It looks pretty interesting.
It's great.
I have some contentions about the consistency of the mana. These three-color
You'll
decks
see.
and Shadows over Innistrad look to be a little shaky, but maybe he can pull it off and prove me wrong.
I'll show you. I'll teach you a lesson today in how to build perfect mana bases every time on the first try.
Every time on the first try, Ross gets it right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can turn that into a slogan about you, but I'll think about it. But the Black-White Control deck that I am playing today it's a little out there. On its surface, it's kind of the generic kill all the creatures deck, but specifically, I think that
how are you going to kill all my Nissa tokens? I can make one every turn.
Well, we're going to get to that, Ross. See,
what about my Piankern? That's 3 creatures in one.
Can I talk? All right. The way I'm going to kill all of Ross's creatures is Virulent Plague. I think that in the standard testing that we've done so far, a lot of the decks kind of incidentally are making lots of tokens, whether through various Planeswalkers, Hangerback Walker, Thopter tokens off of Piankern or Thopter Engineer, or even Secure the Wastes.
Jinx.
Just a lot of tokens, and Virulent Plague is a nice clean answer to that.
I'm not 10 anymore. I can't remember. What do I get to do when you're jinxed and keep talking?
Right?
A Coke?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, you can.
I don't want to purchase you a Coke.
You can. We'll handle this debt.
Sure,
but go on.
Anyway, so Dark Petition, Virulent Plague is a nice little combo that I've incorporated in the past in Battle and Oath Standard, specifically in my Jeskai Black sideboards. But it's something that I want to try today as a means to kind of just clean up the board and make your 1/1 removal spells and things like Blighted Fin in my deck more powerful. I'm going to be trying to win the game through new Planeswalker, Sorin Grim Nemesis, and I think that if you have a Virulent Plague in play, you can kind of handle the board of all the wide anemic stuff, and then just have Sorin and spot removal spells to clean up the big creatures, and then eventually those cards will take over the game.
Yeah, the nice thing with Sorin is that your card advantage engine just incidentally kills them.
Yep.
Once it's in play for long enough, so you don't really have to worry about finding some big flying thing to kill them. But yeah, you just draw a bunch of cards and then they die.
Exactly. You keep ticking up Sorin, killing your opponent's creatures, and eventually they're going to die. So maybe it'll work out that way. Maybe it won't.
I'm not going to die though.
He might not. But you ready to get to the games?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Dice.
You're mismatched.
I know. I'm diverse.
I have a pair of 5s.
A pair of 1s. I haven't won this game in 3 months.
We're not great at Poker Hand.
We aren't.
All right, back here for game 1 of Black-White Control versus Naya Planeswalkers. I'm on the play. My hand is super mediocre, but I'm going to keep.
My hand is super great, and my mana is perfect. I plan on playing this one first, and then we have some options from there. We can play one of these two, but yeah, should be great.
My mana is also perfect.
Yeah, but you're playing Forsaken Sanctuary in your deck, which is horrific.
Agreed. These lands are not great.
Okay, that's not the best of draws, but we can work with it.
I should probably get a life pad over here.
Yeah. Gonna need that early and often.
Your turn.
Sack this Evolving Wilds. I'm gonna get a mountain. Need a second red to cast my Piankern.
Piankern, he
possibly
says.
Chandra.
Chandra Flamecaller is a tough card to beat.
Definitely not Chandra Nalar. What's the flip Chandra called?
The flip Chandra?
Yeah.
Oh, Fire of Kaladesh. Magic Origins.
There we go.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think that's a card we should be playing with more.
Yeah, it's one I thought about. Definitely good if people aren't playing as much spot removal, but you're playing a million of it, so get out of my deck.
Also, some tension between that and Flamecaller, but
okay, that's a good draw. I think I'm actually going to play that this turn, so I can use all my mana next turn.
I still can't beat anything, so
and
go easy on me.
I will play the Forest, so I can play this next turn if I want to. Excuse me. Hangerback Walker for 1.
All right, I'm going to transgress the mind.
I have 2 Angelic Purges. Advocate, Arlen, a couple lands.
I will take your Arlen Cord.
That is what I suspected.
Your turn.
Okay, not bad. Now I'll play Game Trail and I can reveal a battle land to it because it counts as a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Play Sylvan Advocate.
Yep.
And I'll level this guy now. You can go.
Sounds good. Play another horrible land. Your turn.
All your lands are so bad.
I know.
I will attack for 4.
I'm just gonna take this hit.
Brings you to 16.
16.
I will hope you don't have Declaration in Stone because I drew a million Sylvan
Oh,
Advocates.
good lord.
You can go.
Crap. Okay. I need to reevaluate. We're gonna handle this. So I want to set up this into a sweeper. So it was no good this turn. This is actually a pretty good draw. So I'm gonna play a Read the Bones.
Brings you to 14.
And I don't want either of these cards, I don't think.
Perfect. Get them out of here.
Yep.
2 more bad ones.
I'm going to take so much damage. Ooh, that's a good draw. All right, I'm at 14.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Hope I draw Blighted Woodland, not in my deck. You'd be dead.
So drawing that changed our plan for next turn as well.
Okay. So I could attack with Hangerback this turn, and that leaves Michael dead through a single removal spell, but I assume he has more than that. And in the case he has a sweeper, I'd like to level this as much as possible, so I'm just going to attack for 6.
I'm at 8 life.
Okay, I'll play a Cinderglade and pass.
All right, I'm going to grasp your Hangerback Walker.
That's not good. I'll level in response
Yep.
and make 3 Thopters.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty good draw. I'll play Hedron Archive and Languish You. Your turn. I guess if Ross wants to take this turn off and sacrifice a land to kill my archive, he has the option of doing so, but I think I'm alright with that exchange.
Well, I drew another land. If I sacrifice a land, I can't cast Chandra if I draw it, but I think taking away your archive is attractive. So let's do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to sacrifice a Game Trail. I want to keep both basics in play in case I need an untapped battle land. And my mana's fine anyway.
Makes
I can sack a
sense.
dual instead.
Alright. So what can I do with this card this turn? I can go find Obnixilis and play it. I can play this, pass, and then next turn play this for Sorin if I want to. But I think I'd like to just do something relevant this turn and start to try to pull ahead. So I'm going to cast Dark Petition.
Notably making 3 black mana.
Yeah,
because of
3 black mana
Spell
off Spell Mastery. Play Obnixilis. I'll go to 7 life. And if we can dodge a draw step or 2, then I think we're going to be in good shape. Your turn.
You can go.
Okay. Him drawing the 6th land is not that bad, actually, just because Chandra's so scary, but we just drew a card that's good against Chandra, so that's good. Go to 6 life. And I will play a Graphstone and a Shambling Vent and pass the turn.
Okay, that's a good one. I will play a Morph creature.
That is pretty good. Okay.
You can go.
Don't want to use my instant on that Den Protector. So now we can decide whether we want to... Let's see, what does Ross have in the graveyard? Angelic Purge, Sylvan Advocates, and a Hangerback Walker. So we can minus the Obnixilis on the Den Protector and hit Ross with our Shambling Vent, and that can help start to put us out of range. definitely appealing. Alternatively, we can go ahead and kill that creature, tick up Ob Nixilis, and try to start moving towards ultimate and just winning the game. But with just Angelic Purge in Ross's hand, I guess we can also just lead on this Ruinous Path and see what Ross wants to do before deciding. That might actually just be the best thing to do. So I will do that. I'll Ruinous Path this.
Okay, well, I'm going to flip this, and given that he has an Ob Nixilis on 7, I don't think getting back an Advocate is going to be any good, so I'll get back this Hangerback Walker.
Okay.
I should have exactly 2 Den Protectors so I can loop them.
Yeah, that could make sense. Play our land. I'll tick up 5/5. And I'll attack you with Shambling Vent.
I'm at 18, you're at 7?
Yep. Go.
I think I'll play both of them. Play one Hangerback on 2 and the other on 1.
Sure.
You can go.
Let's see. Ob Nixilis is a pretty fast clock. 4 damage a turn cycle, basically. But there's actually no guarantee that we'll be able to hold on that long, which is awkward. So our hand is kind of weak, especially against a bunch of Hangerback Walkers, and this Blighted Fin's not great either. I think I'm going to tick up again.
You're at 6.
And I'll play a Swamp and another Graphstone. And pass the turn.
So you have 3 cards in hand?
Yep.
Okay. So attacking is fairly poor into the Shambling Vent, even though I'd get to purge it after combat. Still not something I'm that interested in. So I will play this Evolving Wilds and pass.
Guess we're just going to sit tight for now. Alright, that's a good draw. Alright, I'm going to cast a To the Slaughter.
This makes me think Michael has drawn another sweeper. And given that holding this Hangerback back stops him from attacking with Shambling Vent, I guess I'd have enough tokens, even if he didn't. I'll respond by leveling this Hangerback.
Sure.
And I'm going to sack this one.
Sure.
Make 2 Thopters.
Alright, I'm going to minus Ob Nixilis on your other Hangerback.
I will level it and make 3 Thopters.
Yep, and then I'll Dark Petition for Virulent Plague.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And I still just want to play it safe against a Chandra, so I'll pass the turn.
Correct this Evolving Wilds. Let's get a Forest. You have 2 cards in hand?
Just one.
Okay. What would be a good draw here? Pian Kieran would be pretty good. Arlen? Okay then. I will sacrifice forest and purge the plague. And play Arlen.
Sure.
And I'll make a wolf. And that flips the Arlen. You can go.
I think with this card in our hand, well, we can go ahead and just do it. And then that gives us free reign to have our mana up for Blighted Fen plus Shambling Vent next turn. I guess that's fine. We'll just do Slaughter You.
Do you have Delirium?
Yep.
Yeah. I assumed.
I should.
Especially because I put an enchantment in there. Or no, I exiled the enchantment.
I don't know. Maybe I don't, actually. Instant sorcery. Yeah. No, not even close.
Just.
Whoops. All right. Hold on. All right.
Now he already got a peek at his card.
Reevaluate. I just assumed I had it, but I don't. All my stuff
Every week.
All my stuff got
Every
exiled.
week.
I know.
Good thing
Ross.
I'm catching on now, so I'm starting to catch it more often.
Yep, smart.
You can't get away with it. I was young and naive.
All right, I should have still just killed your wolf.
Sure.
All right, I will lose a life.
Go
Go
to
5. And attack your Arlen.
You go to 7.
7. Play another Shambling Vent, your turn.
I'm still even one short if I draw Chandra because of Fen.
Yeah, but I think you're in pretty good shape if you draw Chandra.
Yeah, you would have to Fen. You'd take 3, you go to 1. I'd bully you, go. Yeah.
Did you draw it?
No.
Oh, okay.
And you'd get to untap, attack Chandra down to 1, go up to 5.
It would be not great, but close.
Go down to 4. You'd have 5 mana and 3 cards against my Chandra at 1 at 4 life. If you can just find a way to deal with a token, I think you'd be okay. Or if you just drew a Sorin. Well, this game has, I think, finally decidedly turned away from me. But this Arlen's not going to survive, so I'm going to bolt. Going to go upstairs. Trying to kill the Obnixilis is going to be a fool's errand.
I'm at 4 life.
Yep. You can go.
All right. Lose a life. I'm at 3. Still haven't drawn anything very good, though. Attack you for 4.
I'm at 14. You're at 7?
8, right?
You went down to 3
I'm sorry.
from
Yep. 7 to 14, your turn.
Go.
Okay. Alright, now I'm pretty willing just to Emblem Obnixilis. Would you like to dig me out an emblem, please? Attack you for 4.
I don't even know where they would be.
11 to 10. Go. And your draw step, you go to 8.
Emblems. Obnixilis.
You get an emblem. There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so you attacked me to 4, I went to 10, you went to 11.
Yep.
On my draw step, I go to 8.
Correct.
And I am dead.